and welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemons, and I had the honor of speaking to a group of 3 phenomenal ladies and demon hunters. K-pop Demon Hunters is now streaming on Netflix and has reached record-breaking numbers, dominating both Netflix charts and music charts with their breakout hit Golden, reaching #1 on the Billboard Global charts, crushing it as Netflix's most popular animated film with a trending dance that literally anyone can learn. I'm even learning it, and let me tell you, I got 2 left feet and I'm 100 years old. So please help me in welcoming Huntrix. Hello, you guys. Your names, your characters.
My name is May, and I am the voice of Mira.
Oh. Hi, I'm Arden, and I voice Rumi.
Hi, I'm Ji-young, and I play Zoey.
Hi. Oh, you guys, this movie is phenomenal. I already showed you guys that me and my best friends have you as our wallpapers, but I think it's stealing everybody's heart so quickly. Are you guys at all surprised that it resonating with literally everybody?
No, I think the messaging of it is so universal that it doesn't really, like everything else is almost a detailed, but it's also so woven into the story that, of course, it will make people curious. But I think the messaging of the script itself is totally universal.
Yeah.
Right, and I mean, the story itself is so good, and I love that it's bringing up really great conversations for people of all walks, right? Children and adults. There's all this like identity stuff and, human problems and not things, and so I feel like it really is something for everyone.
Yeah.
There's a saying that the more specific, the more universal. And I think that rings true for most really moving art, is the more complex the characters are, the more built out the world is, the more you're able to buy into that these are real people with real problems and lives in the world that you're watching.
I love that. I've never heard that. And that makes so much sense when you said it. I'm like, the more specific, the more universal. It is true. It's weird that once you put it under a microscope, it actually makes sense to resonate with all walks of life. They're like, oh, this is specifically me. And I love how coded that is. Have you come across, because the fandom is so huge, I went to Anime Expo and it was only maybe a month that the movie's been out, and there were so many cosplays, and the outfits are very intricate and so detailed that I was like, you guys had only 2 weeks to make these outfits. The fandom is huge. Were there any fan theories that have come out that you guys are really into?
I am so curious about this. I watched something, my cousin's kids sent me this, where they're like, what do you think about this theory that Mira is also a demon? Because she has colored hair, and everyone else, only demons have colored hair.
I mean, they're not wrong. The math is already mathing.
Right, and I mean, apparently she's also related to one of the Saja boys.
Oh, yeah, because we wear the same earrings.
Yeah, those earrings. I love
some
it.
Details.
Did you see the earring thing about Rumi and Chunu?
Oh, I saw the bracelet.
It's gonna take too long to explain. I think people will just
Okay.
No, I want to hear it.
But
Wait.
there's she's got a zipper that has a shape.
Oh yeah.
And then if you look,
he has an earring that has the
Oh.
same shape. They're basically soulmates.
But I mean, it's just crazy that so many fans are coming up and going, oh, this part of the movie where this thing happens, and I'm going, no, I actually didn't even notice. There's a theory going around that Zoe's parents are divorced.
Yeah, I've been reading that one. I've been reading that one.
Apparently, I had to go back and rewatch it. If you look at the music video of Golden, where she's saying, I live 2 lives, and she's being pulled both ways, there's a guy's hand and a mom's hand. And so they're like, oh, she ended up in Korea because her parents divorced, and then she had to move with the parent who ended up in Korea. And I was sitting there going this seems like a cool backstory.
Oh my gosh, I always thought that 2 lives meant because they're demon hunters in K-pop.
I thought it was that, or being Korean American, feeling like you're
yeah.
But I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Gonna have to rewatch the
that's
film
kind
now.
of amazing.
I
really
know.
want to ask the animators. I feel like the animators for sure put in so many special things that they're all like, hey.
Oh, and Maggie and Chris have secrets.
Oh, they have
for
secrets too.
Yeah.
They won't tell us either.
Yeah, I'll ask them questions and they get a little oh, I don't know.
Because I was like, is Krima Rumi's dad? And then Maggie was like, no.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's we always get a.
There's
she's
this
so like.
I don't know.
They're saving it for the sequel.
I hope so. I really do.
Were there any details that you guys created for your characters to make your I think a lot of people have noticed in interviews you guys are a lot like your characters.
Yes.
Was it obvious?
Yes, but it's also an honor. It's a delight. Were there any ideas that maybe weren't on paper that they wrote down that you kept to your chest that was like, oh, this will help me be Rumi, be Mira, be Zoey?
Well, I feel like my big thing was I felt a lot of pressure that I really wanted to make Rumi, obviously really be a K-pop idol and to be a star and to be so amazing. And I was like, I'm not cool enough to be Rumi. But I think every time before I would start, it would be this thing of like, okay, just like, I am the #1 idol. I am Blackpink. I am aespa. Like, and it's this thing of like, really like having to sort of hype yourself up. Because when we're voice acting, we are essentially alone with just our directors and producers and our, engineers. Like it's just us. Like we don't have each other to sort of play off of. Yeah. And so I think for me, that was the most important thing of really making her authentically awesome, but also, she's the leader, she's still the girl, she's got all these layers, and she's so interesting because she is living 2 lives and she's got secrets. But I don't think, it's really because she's just trying to protect. She's trying to protect everyone. Yeah. And so I wanted to make that authentic and also wanted to like make my Korean friends very proud that she is really Korean.
Something that you just said, yeah, it feels like, well, we're all trying to protect, obviously, the Honmun together, but we are, I think that's also what I was channeling, where it's like, how do I think about, or how do I channel that I want to protect you guys?
Right,
and
right.
That's how... Stop. But I think that is how I feel in life, about my friends, and it feels I was really just being myself when
I'm not crying.
She's crying.
No, it's just very sweet because when you love the movie so much and you're like, oh, you guys are feeling it behind the scenes too as much as we're feeling it in front of the screens.
That's what it is. Crying. I think we genuinely really love this movie. Like we all really do love this movie. I think we cry all the time talking about it and experiencing it. Like I think I've cried more times than I can count when I meet fans and viewers and I just hear something special from all different walks of life. From children to adults to grandparents. I mean, it's really special, and we're just so lucky to be a part of it.
Goodness gracious. You guys...
I'll share a funny one.
Please. Please, get these tears away from me.
No more crying. We were allowed to do like a lot of ad-libbing and a lot of playing around, which is I think why the characters feel pretty close to all of our actual personalities. And there's an ad-lib from Zoey that I like did not really think that much about that everyone tells me about, which is the like, I'm not sitting next to no Saja boy. What's up? That one?
Yeah, that one.
I love that.
Was that an ad-lib?
Yeah. So like throughout the recording process, Maggie and Chris, Zoey being like the Korean American of Huntrix, were like, hey, at any point, if you want to make her more American, make her more American. So we would put dudes in there or make her like language more dramatic and exaggerated because I feel like Americans are always saying, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. And that's also so Zoey to be like, oh my God, it was amazing. And then they said, hey, like just say, I'm not sitting next to no Saja boy, and then add like a giggle and however you think Zoey would flirt with somebody. And I first thought of trying to sneak in like a Miles Morales reference. Cause you know how he's like, hey.
And the deep voice.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. And it's still Sony Animation. I mean, go ahead, go off.
So I tried to do that, and then I was like, well, she's from Burbank. What's up? Feels so California.
It's so funny because you said you mentioned how you ad-libbed in other interviews, and immediately we went, it's the barking, and you going, down, bad Saja. Well,
No.
I thought that was in the script, but
That's
okay.
scripted.
That was scripted. I didn't go with that.
Was the ka scripted?
You know what's so funny is I did so many silly things in the booth that like I really forgot a lot of the stuff I did. So I had to text Maggie and be like, am I the caca voice? Because I really didn't know. And she was like, I think so. It's either you or me.
Oh.
So it's either me or her. I would completely buy that at some point in the recording process they told me to caca like a battle cry and I did it. But I think it's me.
Did Maggie
Seems
ad-lib
like me.
some lines that made it into the movie?
Well, so in terms of like animated behind the scenes, there's this thing called scratch voiceover, which as they start to build the storyboards and the pacing of the film, they have scratch voice actors. Sometimes they're professional voice actors and sometimes they're the directors. And Maggie did a lot of the scratch to help establish the tempo and like the feelings of the scenes. So there's probably bits of her voice that are just sprinkled in the film.
I hope it's yours that's doing the caca. It's also I've rewatched this movie so many times, and it's perfectly gets silent, and then the closed caption says Zoey. Caca.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think the closed caption is
So funny.
but I don't remember doing it, but I believe it.
I believe
Zoey would do it. It's in character.
it is very in character. I want to talk more about you. So there's a million fan theories, yeah. There's a lot of characters in the movie that we love that are not here with us today in the studio. But because there's so much story that can still be dived into, this is not even in a negative sense. I'm just asking if there was 10, 15 minutes more of the movie for each of you to choose, what would you want to see more of? Not in a negative sense, just in a sense of like, what would you love? Would it be this backstory, this character arc, or even just like, I would love to know if Ji-young is not dead. I think Ji-young's dead, by the way.
So I've actually thought about this a lot, and I feel like the movie is so viral and loved because it's actually so perfect, like the amount of everything, right? And I feel like it had to be the way it is, and like our writers are so brilliant, and our directors did such a good job of making everyone want more. And so if we added anything, I feel like we just wouldn't have what we have now. And I am just waiting for that sequel to be greenlit. I mean, you know,
100%.
really?
It's fine, man.
Yeah.
Or then I guess, are there any storylines you'd want to see crossover?
Yeah,
into the
I think
sequel?
if we have a sequel, I'd love to see some backstory of like how the girls became Huntrix a bit more, because I know when we see them as children, they're so cute. I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see
Right?
baby Zoey, and I want to see baby Mira.
Me too,
And her
and
being
I
like,
love baby Mira,
Oh my
or
gosh,
baby
that'd be so
Rumi's
cute.
voice.
Oh.
That's actually our director's daughter, and her name is Rumi. I know, it's so cute, and her voice is so cute. So I'm like, come on guys, we gotta get this animation. We gotta go so we can make sure to have like baby Rumi.
Yeah.
yeah.
We gotta keep
Before she
realizing-
grows
before
up.
she ages
Yeah.
up.
But yeah, it's so good. And I feel like we obviously have to go save Ji-young's soul. I mean, he's not really dead.
Ooh. Look.
We also
He
found out
was
we don't
already
know.
dead.
We don't know. Honestly,
That
we
is
don't
also
know
true. Wait, May's
anything.
right. May's right.
He was
Okay.
already dead. He's been dead
Yeah.
That is
and
true.
alive. for
And in
hundreds
this
of
world,
years.
whether you are dead or alive, you're still looking hot and great. And so we are all
Picked
okay.
a good time to die.
we just want to bring him back, okay? His dead body back. We'll just go find his soul, and
Yeah.
everything will be okay. Huntrix will save the day.
What do you want to see?
So I've pitched like multiple versions of sequels to Maggie and Chris already. But
Zoey.
With her
Yeah, in the
700
notebook.
ideas.
That's so true.
yes.
Like what? How many ideas did she have in the movie? So many. I want like an Appa's Last Days style. Like, do you remember in Avatar: The Last Airbender how they followed the like creatures? I want like a full spin-off show that basically no dialogue. It's just Derpy and like
Oh my
Sassy
gosh.
going around doing stuff.
Are you talking about like the scene, like not when he goes missing, right? When Appa goes missing in the Avatar?
Yeah, like
No,
do you
it's so
remember?
sad,
No, but like similar because it's so compelling because you're watching an animal
Yeah.
as the main character, but you're
Right.
so interested and like the storytelling is done so well. I don't want anything bad to happen to him.
I love him. I love
But-
that he's
I
safe.
know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Well, we adopted Derpy, so we're just keeping
He's
him
ours
safe
We're just keeping
till
him safe.
Gina returns.
I love.
We're
I-
like waiting.
You're feeding into the fandom. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
feeding into
I
them.
mean, we're like so.
Someone's
with
gonna
the
take this
fandom.
as fact, but
They are
Oh,
gonna
guys,
take this.
okay. We are only actors. We have no power. It is in the hands
Speculation.
of Maggie and Chris and Danya and Hannah
But be
and our
nice
producers
to
and
them in their
Netflix
DMs.
and
Please
Sony.
be nice.
Yes, please be nice to our creators. We are so lucky, but you know, it's all in the hands of Netflix and the Sony animation team, really.
They're not going to the directors and animators request like
They're like
demanding.
threatening them.
I mean, I'm getting requests. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I have no power here.
I mean, the fandom. You guys.
The
hey,
fandom is amazing. We love
great.
you guys, but some of these requests were like, you do realize we are just mere actors.
I just do what people tell us.
I'm like, well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When people are like, what about this in the story? And I'm like, I mean, I can't take credit for that. That's our writers.
That's our writers.
They're
They're like,
brilliant.
sneak it in, ad-lib it in. If you ad-lib it in, maybe it'll come true. Maybe it'll come true. May, there's one part of this interview with Chris that I had to talk to you about that I think is so funny. This is more around your guys' auditions that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Chris said, I feel like Mei Hong was the easiest as Mira to cast because she is Mira. Our first call with her, she was basically like, sorry guys, I only have 30 minutes because I have to do this runway show that my friend asked me to do and I didn't want to do it.
Stop, you're
She was
so cool.
She was so cool and so not concerned about being cool. Maggie and I were texting within 2 minutes like, this is it. This is our Mira. How true is that story?
Oh my god. First of all, I don't remember what that was.
That's a cool response.
I don't remember what
Very
show
Very
it
Mira.
was or why. Yeah, I mean, I'm like retired from modeling, sort of. I mean, I do it for friends. But that is really awesome, and I'm so flattered to be that I am a different version of Mira.
Mm-hmm. You auditioned, how long, was it 3 years ago?
Yeah, it was like 4 years ago.
2022.
And I read for everyone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you guys all get options to read for everybody?
No. It was, I don't know about you guys, but like I think I read for Rumi first, and then there would be these huge gaps before so like I didn't think I got a job. And then they'd go, oh, can you read for Mira? And then the final character I read for was Zoey. And then it felt like kind of like every 6 months they'd call me back in to read more Zoey stuff. To the point where I was like, have I recorded most of the movie by now?
You're like, are you just gonna use this?
Because I was like, fine by me, I guess, as long as you pay me. But like, whatever. I felt like
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple ones. I remember one, I had just gotten my COVID vaccine booster. And I had
So you were, like,
I had
sick
to
a
go
little
in. I like started to feel COVID boostery midway through the callback, but it was like 20 pages that we did. We did a ton.
That's
Whoa.
crazy.
I
I really
auditioned
liked
for-
reading for Zoey and Rumi too.
Me too.
But
It's fun.
it just made so much sense that I would be Mira. I mean, even as I was reading it, I was like, this is obviously me.
I auditioned
Yeah.
for Celine.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm like
that's
the only
so
one here
hard.
that's like, I didn't audition for anyone else. I auditioned for Celine.
Oh my
But
God.
then my callback, again, like a year later, was actually for Rumi. So I came into the studios and then we read for Rumi. But
So-
I was like, yeah, I mean, I would love to. But am I like even cool enough to be Rumi? But yeah,
Stop.
sure.
You guys
No,
are.
like-
You don't understand how specifically you guys are your characters.
Yeah, no, I
in
think-
every way, shape, and
No,
form.
because like I heard about the project and I was like, I'll do anything. I'll be the tiger. I was like, I'll be any voice. I just want to be in this world,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm just like, I'll do anything. Sure, Celine, heck yeah. I mean, us as actors, and then when they're like, would you want to do the callback for Rumi? I'm like, would I want to?
What I want.
And yeah, I'm like, let me
Please.
run there.
That's so insane. That's so crazy. And this is just me being kind of ignorant to the scenes of voice acting and animation. How long do you guys normally hear back from the audition?
Oh, this is the
Oh,
longest
that's-
I've. I
yeah.
didn't. I mean, I have a special place in my brain when I audition for stuff where I'm like, it just vanishes after
vanishes?
it's sent out because it's not sustainable to be like
yeah, you
holding
just
your
let it
breath
go.
over.
And this is me being like, I did theater a little bit in college, and I was like, you know what, auditions make me so stressed. So I'm like, I don't know what this world is kind of like anymore. And it seems like it's also healthier to forget immediately after you do it. But then when you get the call back to do 5 other characters, 20 pages, you're like, oh wait, did you guys just record the entire movie?
I mean, I think it's different for every project.
Yeah.
There's some projects where I've heard back like within the same day,
Yeah.
and there's some like this where it's been months and months, and I like forget that I auditioned for it. So I think you just kind of have to do your strategy of letting it go once you do it, because if you don't get the job, you usually never hear back.
Oh, okay.
And I think in this particular project, I mean, our directors and casting and, producers were so thoughtful of all the characters, so thoughtful of all the voices, that I think it was just finding that perfect balance. And, I like to believe that they did. I feel like every single voice in the film is so intentional and beautiful and different. Like, I remember when I first heard their voices too, I was like, oh, it's perfect, because I didn't know what it was going to sound like. And we're recording all of our lines separately. May's in New York and I was traveling at the time, and so we were all sort of
we were
like
all in
hearing
different
little
spots.
bits and pieces, and An Hyo-sub, who plays Chino, is in Korea, so there would be sessions where I'd start hearing the other actors and the world is being built and you're like, what? This is perfect. And I think that's when I was like, ooh, I hear it. I see it coming together. And casting takes so long.
Yeah.
I mean, there's another film that I'm working on where we've been in casting for almost 6 months. And the thing is, it's because it's a combination, right? You might love someone, but then you love this person, but then they don't necessarily work together. But it's nothing against either actor. They're both phenomenal. And so I think it's about finding that like perfect combination, I think.
That makes sense. And you guys didn't record in the same booth? I guess that's normal because you don't want the audio bleeding into each other. So how did they make sure that you guys all fit so well together?
Great direction.
Yeah, seriously.
Chris and Maggie.
They're such amazing voice actors, really, in their own right, in the way that they direct, and they're so animated.
Right, and they were so good at knowing exactly what they wanted. Because, I mean, I remember my early sessions, Chris and Maggie would read the Mira and Zoey lines.
They do
so
great
well.
impressions.
Right, they do Mira and Zoey and Rumi so well. So they were able to sort of help me visualize what was coming, right? Because they know exactly what the animation's going to look like. Because when we're starting, a lot of it's sketches. And so we're kind of like, as actors, we're guessing because we're blind. Like, we don't really know what to expect. But our directors, they see it. They know what's coming. And so they gave us a ton of direction and a lot of help.
What did a normal day look like for you guys going into the booth then? How long was it? And like, were both of them there to co-direct at the same time?
Yeah.
Did they adjust the script on the day sometimes?
Oh, for sure.
Voiceover is great. Because, like, you come in very comfy clothes because you're trying to not add any sound from movement that you're doing. You, like, you know, you don't have to, like, worry about hair and makeup. You also don't have to memorize your lines because you, like, look at them in a binder. So that it's really easy to rewrite them and redo them and be like, oh, like, what if we shift this word here? And you really get to play around a lot. But having Maggie and Chris, sometimes it would be just Maggie or just Chris because one of them was off doing, like, an animation thing or a music thing. Or it's very impressive that they were able to juggle everything and then also to double cast the voice acting and then the singing and the rapping as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they had a lot on their plate.
That's insane. Yeah, only 2 directors sounds insane to have for this project.
There's a reason why.
Yeah, there would be days where they were
sense.
like doing multiple things during our sessions. And it's so fun, especially because like I always feel like, at least for me, this being my first voiceover film, I felt like I kind of liked having time to like get into it. And then we just sort of act out a lot of this stuff, like especially the running and like the active things. Like we're actually doing jumping jacks, running, jumping up and down so that you sound out of breath. Like you want it to be real.
That's so funny.
You know, it's hard to fake that.
Doing laps.
Yeah,
Are
literally
you guys
running
actually-
around.
Yeah, I was doing laps in the recording.
Are you actually eating?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
No,
I
you're
ate,
not.
Oh my gosh, there was a day that I ate so many snacks and then I was running around doing action and I was like, guys, I didn't even puke.
You
Oh my god, really?
wait, so like during the entire scene on the airplane, you guys are actually eating?
Yeah, I think I put like
it
a
depends,
whole
yeah.
clementine
Sometimes
in my
it's
mouth.
actually really helpful to like have something in your mouth.
Well, it depends on the certain sounds too, like the ramen, because we're making it like fun and animated. Like I don't know what you guys did, but I did the whole like
That sounded
because I feel like
yeah.
I look so ridiculous.
I wish we had ramen though.
I know.
I was like, well, can you give me the actual
Asian
food?
way of eating it. Like Asians are all about
Eats
like
Asianly.
slurping. And the more sound you make, the more delicious it is. So an Asian chef will be like, ooh, thank you, if you're like slurping really loud.
That's
but
so
in like
funny.
America, it's kind of a bit rude. So it's funny because that's why they make all the noise, because it's so delicious.
I would have never thought you guys were actually eating in that
what?
food sometimes. I don't know. I just thought, like, especially because as voice actors, you guys are, even if you're taking the line a million times, you're eating and putting things in your mouth a million times.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, they're probably just making the noises with themselves. They're doing like equally Foley artist.
Chips, gummy bears,
You can
fruits,
do like
all sorts
either.
of things.
If you can like fake it, you can if you want.
Did you fake
I'm sure
it?
some people do.
Yes and no. I can't remember all of it. There's also just tricks on like how to make it sound certain ways.
Yeah.
That like I didn't know about that
yeah.
the vocal tax will like chime in from a booth and be like, hey, try this. And it'll be something totally strange. Like there's a big bar that you know, like you can hold
I
on
love
to
the bar.
speak. they have me like
That's my
climb
safety
on top
bar.
of it to get closer to the mic for certain things, or like, you know, it's fascinating. So
That is insane.
they also record you internally so that if they like something you're physically doing, they'll take it to the animators and go like, hey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they're
check this
filming
out.
us the
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
time when we're doing
I
all
want
the
to see it
things.
so bad.
I want to see it too. I feel like I look like probably so crazy though, because I always went in with like no makeup, like bun.
Yeah,
looking,
yeah.
Like,
You guys
cray-cray.
were fine,
I'm-
perfect. You guys were perfect
No, but
anyways
yeah.
in there.
I'm trying to think of. I'm sure they have some pretty good blackmail footage of us.
Running around, being crazy, running up and down the stairs. Going back to really quick how you guys recorded, or you auditioned and you used different characters. You came with all three. Were there any characters in the movie, if you had like one day to do it, you'd love to voice act? Any of the characters in the movie. I'll even take the Derpy Tiger. But if there's like, because it's just like every character is very rich in their own way. I love my favorite were the three older women that are walkers.
Yeah,
And I was
that
like, even the old man in the bathhouse, I was like, get out of here. And then he
Yeah.
started singing Soda Pop.
If Sussy spoke, I would want to be Sussy.
Oh, you'd be good at that.
Yeah,
You'd be good at that.
It's just like the expressions are so funny.
I don't know. It's like I definitely can't do Mira. Mira's too cool, and I can't do Zoey. Zoey's so cute. So I don't know.
I like how you're both those things.
no,
Yeah,
like in my
seriously.
mind, it's like they're so perfect that I'm like, no, I can't. We can't touch that.
What
I don't
about
know.
a Saja
I could be a
boy?
Saja
Yeah, I'll be a
Yeah.
Saja boy.
Oh my
Actually, you know who I
Abby.
want to be for a day?
No.
What?
No. Said Abby.
You know-
My reaction too.
I want to be Baby Saja because
Ooh.
Danny Chung is so cool.
He is very cool.
Yeah.
And the Goo Goo Gaga.
Yeah, I was thinking about that line. It's pretty
The
like.
The
Gaga.
goo goo
I think I
gaga.
want to be like the crying demon.
Oh,
The
really?
crying.
Oh.
You know, like
wow.
the little demon that's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like.
Yeah,
I love
everything's
you
falling
guys.
apart.
Do you
Yeah. Oh,
remember?
yeah, yeah.
Why do I feel like you would do that so well too?
He's so cute.
This is one that people have been asking online a lot. And I kind of just want to know creatively what you guys think. Do you think that Celine accepted the patterns of Rumi after revealing them to her fellow group?
I mean, I would love to see that in the follow-up. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to see Rumi and Celine try and find a middle ground.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a scene that resonates so deeply with people.
Oh my gosh, it's so weird. It's like, I guess I didn't really think about it, but a lot of the moments with Celine, for me, felt so. Oh my gosh, sorry, Mom. But I feel like my wanting to pursue entertainment and acting, I think for like the first 10 years of my career, she definitely told people that I was like, I don't know, in commercial real estate or something. Like, definitely something else.
yeah.
Because, you know, I remember it was even almost like 10 years ago, I was speaking at a university doing like a panel, and somebody was like, are your parents proud of you? And I was like, oh, I don't know, my mom's here. Mom, are you proud? And she was like, and I think because no, but nothing
Yeah.
against Mom. I love my
yeah,
mom.
of
She's
course.
incredible. I think it's just this fear that entertainment is not stable, that it is scary, that it is risky, but so is everything in life. And I think, you know, as parental figures, and Celine is like a parent to us, she's scared that Rumi will be hurt if she's exposed. And I think like in the way that my mom was always scared that, you know, as an Asian American actor, that it's so hard for our stories to be told or to be seen. She just wanted to protect me. She didn't want me to do that. She wanted me to have a safer, easier job. And it took more than 10 years. But now my mom is like my number one fan, and she's definitely seen the movie at least 100 times. And so, and everything else I've ever done. So I like to believe that Celine definitely, you know, accepts Rumi with big arms, because I think that she always did. It's that she was trying to protect her.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that is culturally, I think, very Korean, where sometimes our parents or elders might feel like they're not accepting who we are, but they're actually just trying to protect us. And I think that's what I loved about the movie too, because it shows a bit of our culture in that way where it might not look like love, but it is.
And that is true. And these are like learning steps that I'm also taking in, that I'm like, yeah, that is true. It was hard to, and this isn't a mean thing to say towards Celine. It was just hard. It was a hard love for Celine.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to love her as an audience member and be
Totally.
like, come on. I was like, let her show her patterns.
Right, but I think that is such an Asian thing. Right? Like, because I feel...
I would just go in general. Like, I think everyone's always encouraged to like hide what we perceive to be faults.
Yeah.
Right,
You know?
right.
Sure, yeah.
Like, we're always trying to, it seems like, figure out new ways to make people feel insecure so that they'll buy this thing or that they'll listen to this person. And I think Celine has good intentions, unlike some other people who try and make people insecure but it is very like, it's difficult to watch, but I think it's realistic.
Yeah. Like, I understood Celine so much, even though I don't necessarily agree. Yeah. Like, I love that message is overcome in the end, right? Like, we have to accept who we are and embrace everything about us to be the best versions that we can be.
100%.
Right? Yeah. And I think, obviously, like, the message of the movie is so beautiful, but we need someone like Celine in our lives for us to sort of overcome that and find it, you know? And Celine can be, like, in so many different shapes and forms for all of us.
100%. Oh, perfect way to go into this weird, fun game. We prepared this. It's a speed, quick through of this or that. You don't need to give me the reasons why if you don't want to. If you do, go ahead. No, everyone would love to hear why you chose these responses. But it's more so I want you to answer them as yourself, but also as your character, since you guys are pretty close to your characters. Yeah. So let's start. We'll also put on the screen images if you just need a little remember. First one. Oh, this is, I guess, a little bit of a multiple choice. Who is your favorite Saja boy?
Okay.
We have Mystery Saja. We have Abby. Boo. We have Gina. And we have Baby Saja and Romance Saja.
We should answer our character's favorite and our favorite.
There you go. Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, Zoe's Mystery. But from the, like, choo-choo thing, Chinu, that's me.
All right, Rumi's Chinu for sure. Arden is Baby.
You got this, man.
I don't. Okay. I honestly think that, and you said Boo.
No, choose Abby.
Mira, Abby, and me. Gina also.
Oh my god! Everyone loves Gina. Hey. I love Romance Saja. No one falls for him because of his heart-shaped hair. Couch or bathhouse?
Oh no!
You guys.
I like both.
Right now, bathhouse.
Yeah, like I was about to say couch, and then I was like, no, bathhouse for sure.
Bathhouse, easy.
I love a couch.
Me too.
Kimbap or ramyun?
Oh, not fair.
Kimbap.
Hard. Kimbap?
Yeah, kimbap.
One kimbap.
Even though I ate ramen last night.
Man,
but kimbap, because you can eat kimbap every day. I think you can't eat ramen every day.
I eat kimbap literally every single day.
We can just be tied.
You guys want to all choose kimbap?
Ramen.
There we go. All right, ramen, kimbap.
I think I'm gonna go kimbap.
All right.
I think I know the answer to this one, but derpy tiger or bird with the hat?
Sussy. Well,
derpy.
So sussy.
How could you separate them though?
I know. You can have both. We'll give both.
Like, we have this plushie, but like, we need a little.
You know, we need a little
guy. We need a little something. Netflix, please make the little guy.
Yeah, please.
No, but you have to have the bird with it because the hat is made for the tiger. You have to make the hat take off.
I know. I wish it could be Velcro and we could attach it.
That'd be so cute.
That'd be so cute.
Also, wait, we could make that. Okay.
Please make it.
All right. Sleeping bag to the Met Gala or silk sheets in a palace with your belly full every night?
Silk sheets.
Silk sheets.
But is the exchange like Jinu's deal? Where
No.
Okay,
It's just the silk sheets. We're just doing the silk sheets.
Red carpets are stressful.
Yeah.
Photographers are kind of like rude sometimes.
Even in a sleeping bag, I don't think it's worth it. Take the silk sheets and a belly full every night. For the songs, What It Sounds Like or Takedown.
What It Sounds Like.
What it sounds
you
like.
guys are good. All right. The eye-peeking move that Jinu does that everyone's obsessed with, or Rumi's face after smelling the kimbap. Everyone is obsessed with that.
Oh my god, the eye peeking? Everyone's obsessed with the eye peeking?
God,
yeah. I love it.
That's like, it's sexy.
Yeah, Your Idol is one of my favorite songs. So.
That dance is sexy.
I will have to. The music.
I relate to the kimbap. Yeah, I relate to that the most.
I can't.
Yeah.
Favorite little sequence and scene, the corn eyes. Or the derpy tiger not being able to pick things back up.
Wait, this is evil. Those two scenes are so great. I literally love that scene.
Corn.
I'm gonna go Plant, because like from a writing perspective, I thought Derpy was kind of scary when I first saw him.
Yeah.
And then he becomes so adorable once he's trying to like reset the plant.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite scenes when we were recording because I just thought, you're right, it's so clever, it's so smart, but it's just such a heartwarming moment between them, and like a special friendship is budding, and you're like, ooh, what does this mean?
I love
So I do feel like that, but also I will never forget the first time I watched that scene of the Saja boys and the popcorn eyes,
I also-
and was just like,
The reason why I'm like, I totally could have done a caca, the things that we tried to make it seem like popcorn was coming out of my eyes were so wild that like, I buy anything that anyone says I did. Like, I did so many silly things.
That was the most creative, innovative idea to show how thirsty a girl can be by making the abs turn into corn, the bun fly onto it and turn into butter, and then turn into popcorn.
I mean,
I
it's
said that is an
perfect.
insane thing to write on a paper.
Yeah.
And perfect
That's when
example
you
of
know.
like, animation at its
Mhm.
finest.
Right. This is why I feel like sometimes it was just so, like when people talk about live action, I'm like, you can't do that in live action. There's just no way. Some of that stuff, I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful and perfect in the animation.
I love it. And this is the last one, just for fun. Everybody's clamoring. They want to know your guys' thoughts. Huntrix or Saja boys?
I mean, we have to say Huntrix.
I
We
mean,
gotta say Huntrix.
yeah, like,
we gotta say
Huntrix.
We gotta say, would I be at that
You
concert
can't
for the
even
Saja
compare.
boys? 100%. I'm sorry. I would have been lifted up. They would have got me, but you guys would have saved me.
Yeah, we will save you. We got you.
Ooh, you guys would have got my souls. You guys, thank you for coming to Burbank, USA.
Hey, we're in your hometown.
my hometown. Oh my god, I did take him here.
Derpy, you made it to Burbank.
You guys made it to Burbank, USA. Thank you guys for coming to our office and studios.
Thank
and
you for
just
having
thanks
us.
for being our idols. Thanks for being everything we want. This is so much
for
fun.
loving our movie.
Oh, stop it. Oh, thank you guys. Have a nice night. And that's it for my interview with Huntrix for K-Pop Demon Hunters. You guys, this movie is now streaming on Netflix. You can watch it a million times like I have. I hope you had a great time with me and with the three girls. I love my girls. Oh, this was such a fun time and fun experience. Make sure to go watch it. I cannot repeat it enough. Make sure to go watch it. Go stream the songs. Go talk to your friends that can vote in the Oscars because I want this to win Best Animated Picture. Please. And if you haven't already, go subscribe to New Rockstars in the Break Room. And if you haven't already, follow me at Lulu_Clemons. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Caw-caw!